go. Okay. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
And good evening. Wherever you find yourself in this big, beautiful world of ours. Hello, everybody. My name is Jeffrey Richards, and this is...
I'm Stephen Estelle, Applications Engineer.
Stephen Estelle, that's right. And ladies and gentlemen, we're here to talk once again about the progress on the build for the Swan, the two-place flying boat true amphibian in the light sport aircraft category. So Steve, last time we were working together, you've done a lot of modifications, or several modifications that we talked about last time. So maybe we'll go ahead and put them on the computer and talk about them?
Yeah, let me pull it up for you.
We got bubbles right here. There we go. Okay, so you did a really good job there on the sponson and the strake.
Alright, so where would you like to start?
Yeah, let's start with the how you did the scalloping there, and you increased the step.
Yeah, so for that process, what I ended up having to do was I had a extrude cut shape here.
Come over here and talk to the people.
Yeah.
You gotta talk to the people.
So let me grab my mouse so I can still work it.
Okay.
Alright, so for that part that I had down there, I had a shape that I wanted to cut out for the bottom part of the boat, right, or for the plane, what would you call it, an airplane boat?
The boat hull.
Boat hull.
Boat hull.
So for that part of the airplane, I wanted to make sure that I had the curve, as well as the
Step right there.
as well as like the wing shape that kind of cuts out the bottom. So I was able to get a nice shape for that part to make sure that it cut out perfectly and it comes out to a nice point right at the very end.
And this is the water rudder, which is movable as well.
Yeah. So bring that out a little bit further out.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to make sure that the step separating this part of the curve and the bottom part of the curve was larger as well. So that part came out actually pretty smoothly, so I'm glad that came out nice and clean.
Yeah, you can really get a good perspective here when you look at it from this view. We can see the horizontal stabilizer with the elevators, and we see the vertical stabilizers with the rudders, and we also see the water rudder. Now, when the rudders move in flight, the water rudder also moves. So all three surfaces are interconnected and they move together. So regardless if you're in the water or the air, you push left rudder pedal, you're going left. You push right rudder pedal, you're going right. Yeah.
Awesome. Alright, so maybe we could talk about... I'm having trouble with the vocabulary.
Yeah, that's fun. We're learning from each other. Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
So let's talk about how I can talk about for that part.
The sponson and the strakes.
The sponson and the strakes, yes.
Right.
So let me
get
that in front. So what I had to first make sure that I did was I had to make sure that the width of the sponson was within our boundaries of 8 feet 6 inches, correct?
8 feet 6 inches, yes.
So I had to make sure that they were within the boundaries. So I'll actually fold up the wings and show that I lined it up right where the wings fold, so that they are all within the 8 feet 6 inches. As well as for the strakes, I slightly curved it just a little bit at the tip of the strakes. So if needed, we can also curve them a little bit more if that's what we need. As well as I curved the outside to make it more aerodynamic, since that's highly needed for an airplane.
Let's get the side view again.
Alright, I'll fold the wings up again.
There we go.
From there.
Yeah, bring it away. So as you can see, we've done a lot of work. It's really coming together. You're starting to be able to see it. We got the all-important sponson in place, the strake. We got the wing in place. Now, one of the last things we're going to do, and it's one of the most important, we're going to take the freeboard and we're going to extend it up. And this is all part of the design feature. Right now we're putting all the pieces together, and now we're going to actually tailor it to fit two people. Now remember, we have two people sitting here tandem, one in front of the other. The aft one sits a little bit higher than the person in front. So, and that's what Steve will be working on next week. For next week's vlog, I'm going to be out of the town. I'll be traveling. So during that time, he'll do those modifications, and we're getting very, very close to printing.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. I'm pretty excited.
And this is you're the printing guy. He's the 3D printer guy. So we're really excited about that. So we're almost there, and we're going to get this done. So stay tuned for the further podcast on the development of the Swan. And it's all getting very exciting as we get closer and closer. So until that time, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Yeah, man.